All right, so it is currently 6:06 in the morning right now, and today I'm gonna be making a video about how I structured my marathon training. The reason I wanted to make a video on why I changed the structure of my training or how I structured my training this time around is because this is gonna be my third marathon, and I would consider my first two marathons fails, to be completely honest with you. The first marathon I undertrained, second marathon I heavily overtrained, and this time around I'm hoping to find the sweet spot in the middle, run a pretty big PR, and hopefully qualify for Boston along the way. The biggest surprise, I guess, to what my training structure looks like on a weekly basis is that I'm only running really 5 to 6 days a week, and really just focusing on quality over quantity this time. That being said, I'm gonna go on my run in the next 20 to 30 minutes here, and then I will come back and go into detail on a day-by-day basis on how exactly I am getting the most out of my miles, being intentional about my miles, and really listening to my body this training block. Okay, so I just got back from my easy run, or shakeout, I guess. And that's the first day I want to talk about, is getting easy runs right. Easy runs should be the absolute simplest day of your week, but I think a lot of people overcomplicate it. I know Zone 2 is a pretty hot buzzword in the running community right now, but I don't think that just staying in Zone 2 in every single one of your easy runs is ideal, especially when you're doing relatively low mileage. I mean, I think anything between 40 to 60 or 70 miles a week is probably low enough mileage where you don't need to be doing all of your easy runs in Zone 2. I think the important thing about easy runs is just listening to your body, whether that means you're a little bit in Zone 3 that day and you're just feeling good, or maybe sometimes you really are in true low Zone 2 and you are just slogging because your body needs that recovery day. I think these days people are really overcomplicating easy runs, especially beginner to intermediate runners. Not all of your easy runs need to be in Zone 2. Sure, it'll feel good and you should get used to what Zone 2 feels like, but Zone 3 is okay for most people, especially considering a lot of the zone calculations aren't really accurate from person to person. Realistically, your Zone 2 might be closer to what some calculation online tells you your Zone 3 is. So just run by feel. I think my biggest tip on easy days is try to find people to do them with. If you can find a run club and just don't care about your pace, just talk as you're running, make the miles go by fast. That makes it go way easier. Again, just keep it simple, listen to your body, and if you can, run with some people. Those are the main things for easy days, and then have a couple of those a week. Simple as that. The next day that's super important to talk about is like tempo work / marathon pace work days. So these days you're obviously picking up the speed, more of a medium effort. These are gonna be, if you're say going for a sub-3 marathon, probably just paces between 6 minutes and 6:50, right? Getting the leg turnover, getting your body used to running long distances, well, long-ish distances at marathon pace or a little bit faster, whether that's 20-minute tempo. That's one of the classics that a lot of people will do in, say, high school and stuff like that. 2, 3, 4 mile repeats at marathon pace, a little faster than marathon pace. Tempo pace work is super important because it gets your body used to pushing hard for a relatively long amount of time, which is obviously super important for a marathon. Not to mention, so obviously doing marathon pace work is just a great confidence booster. If it feels easy during workouts or long runs, which sometimes I'll incorporate this tempo or marathon work into, then Obviously, that's a nice little boost for your confidence, knowing that if it feels easy for 5 miles at the end of a long run, then it should feel pretty good come race day, right? When you're tapered and everything like that. So these tempo pace work days, I like to do them either the day before my long run, if I know my long run's going to just be easy mileage, or I like to incorporate them into my long run. So yeah, those tempo days, super important. Okay, so I'm sitting here in the car. I'm about to go to the gym, get some sauna and some stretch again. And I figured I'd talk about the third super important day that I build into every week of my training program. And that is a speed work day, right? That's getting on the track and going sub-tempo pace, honestly, like faster than, you know, even 5K pace, right? Keeping your legs sharp. This is something that I've neglected in the past and I think is so important from a confidence standpoint, and then it just gets your body used to running fast paces. If your body's not used to running, let's say, a 6-minute mile pace, even for 400 meters, then it's probably gonna be pretty hard for your body to run, say, 6:30 mile pace for a full marathon, right? Obviously, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but I think as something I've neglected in the past and that I'm building into this training block, it has helped my confidence a ton. It's made my tempos feel smoother. It's made my easy runs feel smoother. It really just, there's no bad part about it other than, I guess, for the amount of mileage you're getting with the rest in between, I guess it's taking a little bit longer of your time. But one, it's super fun. It breaks up the monotony of your training. And especially if you can find a track club. I'm lucky enough to have a track club that meets up right across the street from me every Tuesday. And I don't have to think about making my own workout. I just get some quality reps in. Anywhere from like 5K to 10K to half marathon pace, even sub 5K pace. Again, just getting the legs turning over, super important. Make sure you add it into your routine, and if you can find people to do it with, great. If it's something you have to do by yourself, then you know, it just makes you mentally tougher for the marathon. If you don't have access to a track, do fartlek type workouts and do, you know, speed ups of 30 seconds, a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or you could do it distance based on your watch. Just find a way to get these faster reps under your legs so that your legs feel strong and they feel snappy come race day, come tempos, come long runs. Alright, so I just got back from my track workout today. We were some broken miles. Follow the Strava if you want to see the details of that workout. Felt kind of like shit today, but that's not the point of this. So now that I'm back, starting to wrap up my night, I want to talk about what I consider the most important running day of the entire week when it comes to marathon training, and that is the long run. Your long run, there are really two main purposes to them. Getting used to running fast on tired legs and increasing your time on feet. I tend to alternate how I treat my long runs. I'll usually do every 1 or 2 weeks is a true workout long run where, like I said earlier, I'm incorporating that tempo work, that marathon or sub-marathon pace work during my long run so that my legs are used to running fast even though they have fatigue built up over these miles and miles and miles. The other type of long run is just easy mileage and getting time on legs. So I know a lot of people say 20 miles is the magic number for how long your long run should be. Personally, I think either 20 miles or a 3-hour long run, whichever one ends up being longer mileage wise, you should get to one of those limits. And obviously for some people 20 miles will be a little longer than 3 hours as an easy run, but the nice thing about that is if your 20 miles is taking you more than 3 hours, you're almost definitely going to be running a marathon in over 3 hours, right? The idea of these time on legs long runs is the idea that you're getting your body used to moving and being on your feet for the amount of time that it will be on its feet for the marathon, or at least close to it. So yeah, that's how I structure my long runs and my training and everything like that. That being said, it's not really a running day, but I think the most important thing is your recovery / cross training days, especially when you are, say, like me, running 5 days a week. You need to make sure you're recovering well on those days and incorporate cross training like biking, elliptical, swimming. All that stuff is great for the extra cardiovascular boost without the impact on your legs. And then when it comes to rest, get your stretches in, light cross training to just move your body on the days that you're taking off. At the end of the day, recovery is king, right? You can't absorb the mileage and stress that you are putting on your body if you're just getting shit sleep, not eating well, stressed out all the time. Your body's just not going to adapt to your training. So, if you're gonna remember anything from this video, remember that everything else, even though it's vitally important, is not going to help you if your recovery isn't as good as it can be. If you got any value out of this video or just enjoyed going through my day with me, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm hoping to post a lot more in the new year. So yeah, it would be greatly appreciated if you could support the channel. So peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.